I've been guided to tell you a story of my past, and I really, really have not wanted to share this. It is something I have told nobody. Nobody in my life knows about this. And Spirit nudged me a while ago, and I kind of ignored it, and then it kind of keeps pressuring me until I do it. So what better way to release this than on Valentine's Day, to release older versions of me which weren't actually me, and welcoming in pure unconditional love and only healthy relationships. Hi, I'm Holly, and I'm sharing a part of my journey to bring courage and inspire you on yours. This is my story about when I was at one of my lowest moments in my life, which many people refer to as a dark night of the soul or a death and a rebirth. And I was financially strapped, months behind on bills. I can't even tell you when this was. All I can tell you that it was sometime over 11 years ago, 12 years ago, something like that. And I was not in a good space. I felt really used and abused and taken advantage of in relationships, and I lacked support how I needed it within my family. And I had been through like years of selling drugs and doing drugs and drinking and I mean like partying 6 nights a week. Like it was to a point where I still was functioning though. And this is where I stayed above the level that most people get when they get that deep into it. And so I was at this level where I was like, man, other people do these quick things for money. Like maybe I could just do something quick. And I went onto Craigslist. And I had kind of heard about what Craigslist had been about. And I had looked prior to this because I thought that it was like a for sale thing, and you could make friendships and sell stuff and buy stuff and find rentals. And so I went on Craigslist and I found this ad where it was basically like quick money for physically intimate exchange for the financials. And I was like, I don't know, maybe I could do it, like not be emotionally attached and just get money. But it's like one person where you have this connection with them, and it's someone who's lonely and looking for company. And I'm sharing this because I know that many people have been through worse than this, and worse. Like I never went through with it. I couldn't bring myself to go through with it. I got to the point where I almost thought I could. I just couldn't. And so I'm sharing this because I know that many of you are holding in things that you don't want to share with anybody, not a therapist, not a counselor. You hold this in, and these blockages, like they keep you held back. And you're holding this trauma within you, and it's like a blaming and shaming yourself for things that you've been through. And so I will tell you what I remember of this. And so I started messaging this man who was older than me. I'd say within 20 years. I don't think he would have been older than that. He was basically looking for a sex kitten, or like sex slave, and he told me what he expected and what I needed to do and what we would be doing. And here's the thing. When people like this have money, they're usually in groups of people who attempt to initiate people into these cults. And sex is how they usually get people to join. Because once you've given up that part of you, that energetic part of you, the essence of you, you're easily trapped. And so he wanted me to basically be a dog, and he wanted me to smoke menthols, which were like the long, skinny, minty cigarettes. And I hadn't smoked in years, and I was like, I don't know, menthols, no big deal. Maybe I could. And he told me that he was going to want me to like wear a collar and a leash and like go to the bar of hotels with him. And something about urination. Can't remember if he wanted me to do that on him or him on me. But it was like in a bathtub. It's so weird talking about this because to me, it's like, who the heck goes through this stuff? Like, who wants those things done? And who would ask somebody they've never met to do these things? So me sharing this is weird because, again, like I've told nobody about this. I never went through with it. So for me, I have no regrets about it. It was something that I had considered and we had texted. Like I never even heard the guy's voice. I never met the guy. I don't even know. I don't know where he lives. Don't know I might have known his name. I can't remember. He wanted me to call him Daddy or something like that. So, and I know that this is one tactic that the elite use to initiate you into these sex cults and become a slave. And this is, I'm also sharing this because I assume that this is one way how people get, can I say it on here? Taken? Let's just say taken. How some people get taken and go missing. And I hope that maybe that the right people see this and know that these types of things happen. And if I had gone through with it, I don't know if I'd still be here. I know that I would have felt so shameful of myself for doing it. I know that I would have really been at the lowest point in my life. And who knows if I'd still be here. Or if I'd be in some underground or on some island. Like, who knows? And so I'm sharing this because these things happen. And when people are at their lowest, they can get themselves into some really horrible situations. I'm not sure if I was 16. I was somewhere mid-teens. And let's just say it didn't happen to me. It was something that somebody told me about, and I wanted to speak to somebody about it to find out, like, what the heck. And so I called Kids Help Phone. And this is back when there were payphones. And I called Kids Help Phone, and whoever answered on the other end of the line should not have been answering the phone. Whoever answered probably caused more people to than should have been. The people need more compassion for one another. I lacked support, yet I was strong enough to get through everything that I've been through alone. I know that I've lost so many friends. Honestly, like it's been over 20 of my buddies. Either jumping in front of trains or drugs and alcohol. Like I've lost over 20 buddies. We're really good people, just in very bad places. And that's a part of why I share what I do, because I know that hopefully you can see my video in the time where you need it most. I feel very deeply, so I get emotional. and I pray that these videos reach you when you need it. And as long as I'm able to, I will continue to share. And if there's anything in particular that you'd like me to speak about, any way of like how I got through things or how my mind state has been strong throughout it all, if there's anything in particular, just put it in the comments below. Like ask me a question or ask me for some guidance on a particular topic or subject. I've been through just about all of it. I hold a lot of wisdom and knowledge in many different areas of life. And even if I can't, 11:44, even if I can't provide you with my experience through what you're asking, I am extremely resourceful and I can get you some resources that you need in order to provide you with some clarity. Because I know many people are going through a crazy internal shift right now, and we're seeing it externally as well, and some people are getting caught in the trap. And I'm here in any way that I can be. Mwah. Bliss to each and every one of you. Happy Valentine's Day. Don't close your heart. Open your heart. Whatever ill beliefs you hold around this day, I just shared a very, very quick video about it. Today is when Venus is the brightest in the sky. It's the brightest star. It not quite as bright as the moon or the sun, but after the moon and the sun, Venus is the brightest star, the brightest body in the sky right now, today. Now is when you manifest love. They've put these beliefs and distractions in your face. The Carlton consumption, the toxic relationships, the lack of participation that maybe your last partners they've never done for you anything for you on Valentine's Day. I maybe have been with somebody for 3 Valentines in my entire life. I've been single more times than not. And today is when you manifest love, self-love, love in your friendships, unconditional love, people accepting you for who you are authentically. Venus is going to go retrograde in March. So now is like, open your heart and receive your desires. The universe knows exactly what will bring you fulfillment. Let it happen. Mwah. Again, bliss for each and every one of you.